This show will teach you a lot about Ripple and the International Monetary Fund. Please, everyone, open your eyes. In New York, Coinbase has modified the trade pairings that it provides to its customers. The world is filled with a great deal of news. A single day does not pass at all. At the moment, the cryptocurrency market is depressing. Let me explain this further. In order to guarantee that everything is taken care of, I will get started straight away. Currently, I have a total of 6,634 Bitcoins. It is 4.2% higher than the previous day's total. Now, at 26.52, it is progressing upward. Additionally, the value of USDT and USDC is beginning to resemble that of their doll by 2.96% of the PEX. Additionally, they are attempting to surpass the $0.61 threshold with XRP. If the 65, 60, 60, and 66 Pi Shy were to be tested once again at 4.26%, would this be possible? There is little doubt that level time will be displayed, and I am hoping that we will be able to squeeze in a push-up. As demonstrated by Bike, we should allow it to continue writing until we return to the range of $1.70-0-0-0. You are able to bring it with you to the country that was promised to you. The total value of all cryptocurrencies now in circulation is close to $155 billion, which is equivalent to $2 trillion. It was never intended for a large number of individuals to utilize XRP in the real world. Even if you were to construct it, no one would be able to make effective use of it. Not like any other slow NFT project, our work on this one is not slow. It is because of this that they are going to show there. Did you receive nothing in exchange for their NFTs? An additional 800,000 XRP are returned to the owners of the cryptocurrency. When we talk about adoption, it is essential to discuss any successes that have occurred. This month is the perfect time to get your NFTs because there aren't many days remaining. This coming week, there will be a significant announcement made regarding the NFT. You will receive a greater amount of XRP back the longer you hold it. It's possible that some individuals will consider our morning commencing packets to be a little bit overpriced. The fact that you have received 15 points indicates that you are a winner and that you will receive 15 times more XRP in return than the next two winners. At this point, they have already used up all of their funds. This section of land is known as Ranges TSW. Within the next 3 months, the metaverse will still need to be constructed. When the allotted time has passed, you will be awarded 100,000 coins. The coins themselves are the only source of funding for this initiative. Hats are the only thing that will be in your possession. Dear S, what exactly are you doing? I have no idea. You can pay with either fiat currency or XRP. According to Jap, this may happen again, and if it did, XRP would erupt like a nuclear explosion. Seeing mountains is a very fantastic experience. In the history of the Bitcoin market, this has occurred numerous times. After seeing something like 60,000 per pump, Visa informed us that this was our next objective. Although it is difficult to pay 66 cents, I am in agreement with it. His proximity is unmistakable. Every one of us has 75% of the total. Roughly 74 of them were present. This map appeals to me. Over the number 666, we want to see the break. This is a terrible number, you devil. If we are able to break above it, we will be able to allow a significant amount of money to enter up to the 74C region. The information shown in this graphic is accurate and helpful. At the moment, a number of different people have a variety of perspectives concerning this matter. However, the Federal Reserve and Bank in Kuwait are hosting a summer training session on money, banking, payments, and finance for the year 2024. This training is scheduled to take place this week. The administration of Christopher Walker's fader is always aware of the risks that are associated with bank runs, non-banking institutions, stablecoin sales, decentralized ledger swaps for cryptocurrencies, and the ways in which certain protocols might make the security of the banks less secure. As well as watching this short film, listen to it. There are going to be discussions about some extremely interesting works. Concerning the manner in which a central bank could strike a balance between the efforts taken to preserve a particular monetary policy stance and the activities necessary to ensure economic stability, there are questions such as the manner in which banks accept risks and their comprehension of the dangers associated with functioning in markets that are stable are additional topics of inquiry. The workshop that will take place this year will continue the tradition of coming up with new ideas. Both the future of money and the future of banking will be discussed in the papers. A good illustration of this would be decentralized ledger exchanges for cryptocurrency assets and the manner in which some methods might make the financial system less stable. As a result of the way that money operates, we have also evolved. Several distinct theories and points of view on the concept of money and banking, as well as the various applications of these concepts, are brought together in this work. Numerous individuals have expressed their belief that it is imperative for us to pay special attention to the minute details that are responsible for the success of businesses and microfoundations. For a comprehensive understanding and analysis of the most recent financial advances, as well as what such innovations entail for policy and welfare, these are required. When we gain more knowledge about these new instruments, we are better able to comprehend the ways in which they will transform the entire banking sector. Not going to give up on this. There are worldwide corporations that are worth billions of dollars and are constantly coming up with new ideas. These companies are trading in payment processes. As a result of my 20 years of experience working with researchers in this area, I was able to acquire knowledge that was beneficial to me in one of my roles as a backup governor. This employment helps the Federal Reserve keep a watch on the payment system in the United States, and it also affects my ideas about how to make payments to foreign countries faster and more affordable. It is common knowledge among the members of this group that these conversations have assisted me in overcoming a variety of challenges. Keeping this significant objective in mind, the G20 reached a consensus on it in the year 2020, and the Federal Reserve is firmly behind it. It seems like a very interesting show. Over the course of their stay at the Bank of Canada, Ripple gained a great deal of knowledge regarding the many protocols that can make funds less reliable, as well as the protocols that can be utilized. Could you recall the test? XRP was used by a lot of people to send money to Germany, and I deeply regret not having it available to me at the moment. According to him, the Cornerstone Initiative started today at the Innovation Hub of the Bank of International Settlements. One of the objectives of the project is to examine the data from ISO 222, and they will make it simple to examine the data from ISO 2022, and they will make it simple to examine the data from ISO 2022. ISO is going to have a significant position. The difficulty of developing a global banking system that is compatible with other systems is something that I would want to emphasize once more. Therefore, there is no need for anyone to touch it. They are free to spend it. It is the responsibility of a third party to operate as a link between various currencies so that they do not have to obtain money from outside sources. Let me ask you to please open your eyes now that you've given it some thought. It is because of what Anders stated in November 2017 during a meeting that Ripple organized in New York for 24 central banks that this is the basis for this. People who were present remember Brad Garlinghouse going with Christine Lagarde to the event, which was opened by a speech by the International Monetary Fund. Consequently, Lagarde convened a gathering of all the influential individuals and bankers in the globe and engaged in conversation with them. If my memory serves me well, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and Ripple have collaborated for a considerable amount of time, at least 6 years. Ripple and another individual discussed the possibility of central banks issuing digital currencies several years prior to the launch of the CBDC platform. This is an interesting fact by itself. How do you persuade 22 central banks and the International Monetary Fund to start working together? Who do you call? That question was very well thought out. According to him, Parler had provided an excellent report on the national payment system that was constructed using Ripple's XRP ledger. He told Mr. Rothacom more about this. Additionally, he mentioned that it was intriguing that the International Monetary Fund IMF tech support team was included on the list and was participating with the task. Given that the IMF is already in operation, this demonstrates that Ripple has faith in the IMF team's ability to successfully complete this project. You may also read what the International Monetary Fund has to say about Palau. People who are interested in XRP are aware of the fact that Ripple has been in communication with the International Monetary Fund IMF for approximately 6 years. The fact that this is the case indicates that the Ripple team has most likely arrived at some very significant technical decisions regarding how to configure the system in such a way that it is accessible to all users. To this point, everyone is content. Remember that Palau uses XRP as a financial backing for the United States currency. For my part, I believe that this is a test for those of us who work at the Federal Reserve. Still, I do have a question for you. If there are so many different currencies in the globe, why would you choose the United States dollar? So far, the test of the United States dollar is going very well. In a later stage of this process, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, becomes involved. An item is currently being prepared. The moment when this will be made public is drawing near, so make sure you are prepared.